She said it like it was nothing, a joke too sharp to actually be funny. I need to see if big size really matters, she smirked. Don't worry, you'll never know. The restaurant paused for a heartbeat before laughter bubbled around us. Her friends giggled. I didn't. I just smiled, lifted my glass, and said, okay. That wasn't surrender. It was a trigger. She didn't notice the shift, the way my gaze steadied, how I stopped reacting. That's the thing about people who think they're clever. They never look beyond their own reflection. She'd assume I was humiliated. She'd be right, but humiliation fades. It decays into clarity, and clarity is dangerous. We'd been together 6 years, met at a university mixer. She laughed at my jokes before finishing my sentences. She liked that I was steady. She said stability turned her on. I didn't realize stability was only attractive until something flashier came along. I built everything for her. A quiet home, a steady income, weekends planned down to the wine. She called it predictable. I called it love. Looking back, that wasn't what she wanted. She wanted validation, attention, the kind that burns fast and leaves only smoke. When she started staying out with her friends, I didn't ask questions. The moment you ask, they know the line's been crossed. I let her think she was unseen, because that's when people reveal the most. The clues weren't loud. They were precise. A second phone hidden under a car seat, Uber receipts from places she never mentioned, a smartwatch notification. Tonight, same hotel. My pulse didn't spike. I sat staring at her watch on the charger, feeling nothing. Only the mechanical awareness that something had ended long ago. That's when I decided I wouldn't confront. I'd control. You don't win a battle you announce. You win the one they never see coming. First, I met a lawyer. Quietly, I transferred all joint funds into a trust under my company's name. Legally clean, emotionally brutal. Second, I contacted her friend Mia, the girls' night host. A few polite questions, a few favors well placed, and Mia's conscience cracked open. I learned everything. The club, the man, the pattern. Third, I called Darren, an ex-military friend now running private security. I didn't need force. I needed timing, cameras, evidence. By the fourth move, I'd rented a small condo across town under my cousin's name. By the fifth, I'd hired a man. Tall, athletic, charismatic, the type she paused for on social media. Not a stranger, my cousin's friend Leo, a model. I paid him well for one night, one job. Be at my house when she returned from her next girls' night. That night, I waited in the condo, lights off, phone silent. Through Darren's camera feed, I watched her stumble out an Uber, perfume thick in the air, fake laughter spilling into the night. She fumbled for her keys. The front light flicked on automatically. I'd programmed it. She opened the door, heels clicking, hair tousled, half drunk on confidence, and froze. Leo stood there, shirtless, calm, holding a glass of wine. Her jaw dropped. She looked around as if the house itself had betrayed her. Then she saw the note on the counter. My handwriting, clean, sharp. You want to know if size matters. Here's someone who might help. Don't worry, I won't ever know. She didn't scream. She whispered my name once, then louder, but I wasn't there. Not physically. Emotionally, I'd left months ago. She ran upstairs, found her drawers empty, credit cards disabled, wedding ring in a glass bowl by the sink. Darren's team had already changed the locks the moment she walked in. 2 days later, her mother called in tears. She'd gone spinning tales of emotional cruelty and entrapment. But the footage was already sent, not to her friends, to her boss. The same man she bragged to about owning her husband emotionally. The same boss who'd been considering promoting her. He called it a lapse in judgment. She called it career suicide. When I saw her outside the office that week, eyes red, makeup streaked, clutching a cardboard box, I didn't stop. I rolled down my window and said quietly, "You were right. I'll never know. But now everyone else does." Then I drove off. People think revenge feels like fire. It doesn't. It's still water. Quiet, reflective. Cold enough to see her own face clearly again. I didn't destroy her life. I removed my presence and everything that came with it. her laughter, her validation, her safety net. Sometimes the cruelest revenge isn't public humiliation, it's forced introspection. Waking up and realizing you were the villain in your own love story. Now, when I pass our old house, the curtain stays shut, the lawn overgrown. I keep driving, hand steady on the wheel, because when she said, "Don't worry, you'll never know," she was right. I didn't need to. I already knew, and that killed her faster than any truth ever could.